Have you ever noticed? Daddy Pig might actually be the victim of family abuse? Sounds crazy, but I've got proof. First, in the thunderstorm episode, Daddy Pig runs outside in the pouring rain, freezing and soaked, just to rescue Peppa's toy. When he comes back shivering, Mummy Pig doesn't even check on him. Instead, she dries off the toy. If that were you, could you accept that? Second, his big belly is a running joke. In the treehouse episode, Peppa actually uses Daddy Pig's big belly as the password to get inside. He's instantly upset.
I think those are silly secret words.
But nobody cares about his feelings. Instead, they all burst out laughing at him. Third, in Potato City, Daddy Pig doesn't want to ride the roller coaster. He's terrified of heights. But George is too young to go alone, so Daddy Pig forces himself to do it. Then George cries and refuses to sit with him, choosing Mummy instead. Daddy Pig has no choice but to ride alone, eyes shut in fear, and Peppa just laughs, calling him a coward. The same thing happens on the cable car. Peppa and George squeeze in with Mummy, while Daddy Pig is left out. Fourth, in the camping episode, Mummy Pig brings a tiny tent, knowing Daddy Pig won't fit, so he sleeps outside on the grass. That night it pours. He gets drenched and ends up sick. Fifth, Father's Day. Peppa and George don't even remember. Only after Daddy Pig reminds them, they throw together a cake, if you can even call it thoughtful. But when it's Mummy Pig's birthday, they prepare flowers, cards, a perfect cake, and decorate the entire room. Even Grandpa and Granny Pig buy expensive gifts. So tell me, does that feel fair to Daddy Pig at all? Have you noticed these hidden secrets in Peppa Pig? First, Peppa might already be gone. The Peppa we see now could be a vampire in disguise. Don't believe it. In the camping episode with Madame Gazelle, Peppa's backpack starts out purple, and at some point, it's suddenly red. T here is no way she grabbed the wrong one. No one else carries a red backpack except Susie. That leaves one explanation. A vampire took Peppa, then copied her to avoid panic. But the backpack color gave it away. Second, in George Catches a Cold. George and Peppa catch colds after jumping in muddy puddles. And Dr. Brown Bear makes a house call. Look closely. George's toy dinosaur is right beside him. Until Mummy Pig brings the medicine and the dinosaur vanishes. Think that's it? When George dozes off, it suddenly reappears. Could the rumor be true? That Peppa's toy dinosaur holds her sister Poppy's spirit. Third, in Madame Gazelle's house, Madame Gazelle asks Mr. Bull to help her fulfill her treehouse dream. Watch closely. A single pine tree somehow supports the weight of an entire house. Can you give me a reasonable explanation? Fourth, Peppa might be adopted. On Peppa's birthday, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig are pretty perfunctory, just a plain gift. But on George's birthday, they spend $10,000 on a toy dinosaur and invite everyone to a big, formal party. Noticed any other eerie details in Peppa Pig? Drop them in the comments. They might show up in my next video. What if I told you Peppa is actually the child of Daddy Pig and Auntie Dottie? Would that break your brain a little? I get that. It's a wild claim. But hear me out. I've got receipts. First, in earlier videos we already showed that Daddy Pig once dated Auntie Dottie. Mummy Pig later won Daddy Pig over. But by then, Dottie was already pregnant. She gave birth to Peppa and moved to the US on her own, while quietly exchanging letters with Daddy Pig to check on Peppa. Every time a letter from Dottie arrived, Daddy Pig would rush to stash it so Mummy Pig wouldn't see. Second, when Thanksgiving rolled around 7 years later, Dottie came back from America. Notice who stays home, Mummy Pig, and who goes out to the supermarket. Daddy Pig, Dottie, and Peppa. Don't they look more like a family that way? Third, Dottie loves polka dot dresses, and Peppa seems to have inherited that taste. She likes wearing polka dots too, but because Mummy Pig scolds her for it, Peppa only dares to wear them, occasionally, when she's out with Dottie. Fourth, Mummy Pig treats Peppa and George very differently. When her biological son George gets sick, she panics, presses Daddy Pig to call Dr. Brown Bear, and fusses over George non-stop. But when Peppa falls ill, Mummy Pig acts like nothing happened. And when Dottie mailed Peppa a birthday present, a toy horse, Mummy Pig actually ordered Peppa.
Let George have the first turn. He's the youngest.
Wait a second, wasn't that Peppa's birthday gift? Fifth, about birthdays. Mummy Pig doesn't even seem to remember when Peppa's is. On Peppa's birthday, she's still sleeping in. What mother forgets her child's birthday? When it's George's big day, she's up early, with presents, and throws him a full-blown party. If you were Peppa, which mom would you choose?